A dream does not die on its own. A dream is vanquished by the choices ordinary people make about real things in their own lives. Pick battles big enough to matter, small enough to win. Subscribe our channel for more quotes. You have to remember that for this little boy whom you have met, his life is just as important to him as your life is to you. No matter how insufficient or how shabby it may seem to some, it is the only one he has. Good teachers don't approach a child of this age with overzealousness or with destructive conscientiousness. They're not drill masters in the military or floor managers in a production system. They are specialists in opening small packages. They give the string a tug but do it carefully. They don't yet know what's in the box. They don't know if it's breakable. Placing the burden on the individual to break down doors in finding better education for a child is attractive to conservatives because it reaffirms their faith in individual ambition and autonomy. But to ask an individual to break down doors that we have chained and bolted in advance of his arrival is unfair. Research experts want to know what can be done about the values of poor segregated children, and this is a question that needs asking. But they do not ask what can be done about the values of the people who have segregated these communities. There is no academic study of the pathological detachment of the very rich. I always want to tell these young idealists that the world is not as dangerous as many in the older generation want them to believe. The people for whom I feel the greatest sadness are the ones who choke on their beliefs, who never act on their ideals, who never know the state of struggle in a decent cause, and never know the thrill of even partial victories. The future teachers I try to recruit or those who have refused to let themselves be neutered in this way, either in their private lives or in the lives that they intend to lead in school. When they begin to teach, they come into their classrooms with a sense of affirmation of the goodness and the fullness of existence, with a sense of satisfaction in discovering the unexpected in their students. And with a longing to surprise the world, their kids, even themselves, with their capacity to leave each place they've been, a better and more joyful place than it was when they entered it. Young children give us glimpses of some things that are eternal. Equity, after all, does not mean simply equal funding. Equal funding for unequal needs is not equality. We should invest in kids like these, we're told, because it will be more expensive not to. Why do our natural compassion and religious inclinations need to find a surrogate in dollar savings to be voiced or acted on? Why not give these kids the best we have because we are a wealthy nation and they are children and deserve to have some fun while they are still less than 4 feet high? Evil exists, he says, not flinching at the word. I believe that what the rich have done to the poor people in this city is something that a preacher would call evil. Somebody has power. Pretending that they don't so they don't need to use it to help people, that is my idea of evil.